Welcome, everybody. Saturday night championship, Saturday night inside of the historic Four Seasons Arena at the University of Great Falls. Spring College Rodeo, the final rodeo of the Big Sky region. Jeff Marn, the top 10 tonight. We're talking about championships. We're talking about filling teams to go to the College National Finals Rodeo. What are you looking for tonight?
You know, the good thing about it is you can feel the energy in the building at this time. We talked about how important it is for some of these contestants riding in the historic Four Seasons Arena for the very first time. What I really look forward to, there's Abby Knight, University of Great Falls, Argonaut. She's coming in. She's got some confidence. She's in the number one position. Look for good things to happen for her. Also the men's all around, and the women's are up for grabs here tonight. Folks, we've got a lot of great rodeo action here coming up. We invite you to stick along with us, and we'll be back for more great rodeo action right after this.
The foundation of Dawson Community College success is uniquely talented and dedicated personnel who share a commitment to high academic standards, vibrant campus culture, and individual attention to student needs. In addition to intramural sports, DCC offers competitive intercollegiate athletics competing against the best schools in Montana. Dawson Community College offers an exceptional learning environment in which students gain the knowledge and skills they need to be leaders in today's world. Learn today, lead tomorrow.
Don't miss the Copper Spring Ranch Classic, June 2nd through 4th in Bozeman, Montana. This $16,700 added barrel racing event is WPRA, NWBRA, and BBR approved. There's open 4D and 5D races, plus $10,000 in Future Fortunes bonus money, and includes 2D Futurity, 3D Youth, and UBRC side pots. The Copper Spring Ranch Classic is a charity fundraiser for families of Western heritage. For more information, call or visit copperspringranch.com today.
Hey, Neil Bama here. At Bama Truck Sales, we buy, sell, and rent heavy trucks, trailers, and construction equipment. We have the largest selection in the Northwest. Check them out at yellowiron.com or just stop by our yard in Choteau or Great Falls. Check out our featured item of the week, and we'll leave the headlights on for you.
A little recap of our corporate sponsors of the College Rodeo. A shout out and a thank you to Cactus Ropes, the official rope of the PRCA and College Rodeo.
Yeah, Cactus Saddlery, Cactus Gear, Equine Equipment.
And along with Ram and Rab Dodge Trucks, the official automotive of College Rodeo.
Cinch Jeans and Shirts, the official wear of the NIRA Cowboys and Cowgirls.
Helamatic Training Systems, perfect practice every time. Helamatic.
And of course, our friends at Visit Casper, home of the College National Finals Rodeo. We invite you to check out their website. Make sure you get your vacation plan to Visit Casper, Wyoming.
Last fall and continued into the spring, 9 schools represented in the Big Sky region. You're going to see our student athletes compete tonight.
You see the leaderboard right there. Jeff Marn, Talon Schneider last night getting the first round win, 74 points. Cash Hill, University of Great Falls, making a comeback at 73. Back in action, I love to see it. The all-around race, Tristan Hansen's in there. Jesse Nelson getting some placings. Jesse for the Bobcats, he's going to need to place again tonight. He's going to have to beat Cash Hill tonight to hold on to his number 3 position and a chance to College National Finals Rodeo.
All right, some guys who are going to be it this all weekend long here, and we want to say special thanks to them. Announcer Larry Lorang, Secretary Sharon Schultz, Bob Burkhart, and Larry Peabody. Our officials, our timers, Lori Miner, Tiffany Melisich. Pickup men, Shane Moran and Michael Beatty. Our bullfighters here, Ryan Hamilton and Sylvan Cross. Our funny man, Trooper, the Barrow Man, along with his sidekick, Jed Lorang. It's bareback riding time, Vance Ruff.
Going now to Tristan Hansen, University of Montana Western. 72 points on his first horse. Here we go. Come on, Tristan. Setting those feet. Got a good bucking horse underneath him.
Yeah, looking a little long. That horse is not the easiest one to keep track of. Tristan, the number 1 man, coming in, showing you why he's in that position last night with that 72. He's just one of them. And this leads back consistency. He's very consistent, this guy. And he's set up for a big rodeo season coming up this summer.
Well, you said it, consistency. Cash Hill had to set out. He came in number 1 into the spring. He had to sit out a couple of rodeos. Tristan Hansen hung right in there, and he's now the number 1 man.
And that's what you need to do. You need to take advantage of opportunities when they're there for you. You need to go ahead. So a 60-point marking on that last ride for Tristan Hansen, the number 1 man in the Big Sky region right now.
132 points on 2. Tristan's in the lead. Average championships battling for that regional title. We're crowning champions on championship Saturday night.
Now, I'm really excited about the cowboy that we're about to talk to. Ruger Peavy, the all-around talent, bull rider, bareback rider extraordinaire. An amazing athlete in and out of the arena. Great wrestler when he's not on the back of a bareback horse or a bucking bull. Ruger Peavy matched up with Oh No from Jacobs Rodeo here tonight. And Vance, I tell you what, he's got a good little bareback riding going there. Strong little bucking horse kind of going and moving away from him. But we talked about the core strength on this cowboy last night, and it proves to show. He just gets better like a fine wine each and every time he gets on, whether it be horses or bulls. Scores are going to be coming in.
Well, and you said it, Waylon Tire replays really showed that mark-out rule.
Yeah.
The bareback riders and the fundamentals and the mechanics. 66 points on the ride. That's going to give him 129 on 2.
But you're just right. They judge on how aggressive you are, how much you expose yourself on these animals. They look at the great mark-out rule, but we'll get him a little more horse coming in the next time, and we're going to see what happens here as we go.
All right, Cash Hill, University of Great Falls, the hometown cowboy.
Yes.
He's the number 4 in the region coming into this weekend, but it's in a battle, and he got some good points last night. Boy, he's looking sharp to do it again in round number 2.
Yeah, and this is why it's so important on a Saturday, the environment, the atmosphere, and he knows that he's got to have a big night, so that's what's exciting. A great bucking bull, bucking horse, the Dirty Smurf. Scores are coming in. Yes, it's going to be good. A big-time score for him with a 78-point marking. Goes to a commanding lead in the average now.
151 on 2, like you said, right to the top of the leaderboard in the average for this weekend.
You know, that's exciting to see.
You know, and as they pass it along to us, we'll pass it along to you on the official top 3 positions, which is crucial in the trip and the path that they've been on all year long to get to the college finals.
This guy really impressed me last night. Talon Schneider, University of Montana Western, comes in with a 74, won the round. It looked very aggressive doing it. So I'm telling you what, if he's got the kind of horse that I think he does, they call him straight A's from Jacobs Rodeo Company, we could watch a real good bareback riding here tonight. Big roan horse.
Boy, setting the feet, really going for that exposure. Like you said, what the judges are watching, the bucking action of the horse, the drop and the power and the kick, the exposure, but yet balance control of the bucking horse rider.
Yeah.
Putting it together. What a crescendo to a great year for our bareback riding. Every cowboy has ridden every horse, and they've done it consistently in the bareback riding all spring long.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you back to the coaching they're getting right from step one. Whether you look at the Montana State University and Andy Bolich, you know, a champion bareback rider, a 66-point marking on that last one. That'll put him at 140 points. Yeah, nice little effort for Talon Schneider.
Boy, it's going to come right down to the wire for that number 3 position. Shereen Richmond, the Big Sky Regional Secretary, she's good at what she does. They'll take the time they need. They'll make all the points match. It'll be officially audited next week by the NIRA. But tonight, it's all about University of Great Falls and Cash Hill. Winning the average in the bareback riding first event in the books, Jeff Marn. It's exciting.
As we go to the big men's event, the steer wrestling, let's talk a little bulldogging, Vance Ruff.
You know, steer wrestling, there's a couple of Cowboys maybe got a chance to make a move, maybe don't. They're also rolling into their summer season out of school, whether they're staying home and regionally rodeoing or going out on the pro rodeo circuit. But really stands out to me, though, is now we're getting into that all-around you talked about earlier. Bubba Boots, he's in 2 events. Jake Faulkner, he's in 3 events. Tristan Hansen, he's in 2. We see the leaderboard from go-round number 1. Brogan Bennett wins the round, University of Montana at 4.4. Jake Faulkner for the Bobcats at 4 and 5, and fellow Bobcats split second and third at 4 and 5. Will Powell, Caleb McMillan from Northwest College, and Mike Vine splitting 4th and 5th at 4.6. It's a tight race. It's from 10.9 to 4.4 to qualify into the top 10.
6.4. We're going to switch up the lineup right now, I do believe.
Mike Vines, University of Montana Western. Yeah, the splits in the steer wrestling keep us on our toes up here, don't they, Jeff?
Yes, Mike Vines.
4.6 on his first one. Success. Splitting 4th and 5th in round number 1. But now we're kind of into that tighter area, 4-4 to 4-6, rounding out the top 5 Cowboys. So it's going to be a battle right here. This is all for a rodeo championship. We're crowning average winners for the University of Great Falls Rodeo. Good catch to the nose.
Yes.
Wow, Michael Vines.
Nice little run. You know, you knew it was going to be fast there, but how about a 4.04 flat? Fastest run of the weekend for Mike Vines coming into University of Montana Western. The Bulldogs are going to be awful proud of that one. Just a textbook steer wrestling run.
8.6 on a pair. He's now the new leader in the average and a chance for a title from the University of Great Falls Rodeo.
Awesome. Speaking of great athletes, we're going to go to another one. Comes in with a 4.5, Will Powell, Montana State University.
The all-around Cowboy, Will Powell, the sophomore, grown up in St. Ignatius, Montana. In high school, on the heading side of the team, roping a state champion. The next year comes back. His forte is steer wrestling. He was a steer wrestling state champion. He's represented Montana at the National High School Finals many times. He's pretty handy in the tie-down rope, and we've seen him at the Northern Rodeo Association Finals.
Great rodeo family. I tell you what, he's learned from some of the best. Once again, it shows. As he's riding the good horses, too, that he's mounted up there here tonight. The great AQHA horses, they're mounted up. It's kind of giving them the shots, and you know as well as I do how long it takes to train these athletes and what kind of care that's put into their trailer as you're heading down the road to these great rodeos.
Well, great start by Will right there. A catch to the nose. Oh, roll him over. And look at the draw that we talked about a while ago. Really playing a factor right there. Just hung a little bit on that.
Yeah, hung a leg at that end, and it cost him a few seconds. 5.6 seconds comes up for the good Montana State University Bobcat.
5.6, put that together, 10.1 on 2. He's the number 2 man in the average right now. Mike Vine still holding on, but it's not over.
It's not.
The final Cowboy to go is the University of Montana, a Grizzly. Brogan Bennett won the first round, 4.4 seconds. Oh, he's got another good catch and to the nose. He was successful in Glendive just a few weeks ago, winning a championship, and he's kind of been riding that wave. You and I talk all the time about the momentum, what one rodeo does or one run does to the next one.
7.4 comes up. A 4.4 last night, 7.4 here tonight. Great little effort there once again.
Well, 11.8 on a pair puts him number 3 in the average for the rodeo. He had nothing to lose. He was going for it. Maybe, work on our technique a little bit, come right back. Brogan Bennett, you're going to see more of him in the future. But tonight, Mike Vines, University of Montana Western, 8.6 is going to win the average, win the championship for University of Great Falls.
Montana Telecommunications Access Program allows Montanans with disabilities to connect.
My caption phone is an important asset in my work as a financial advisor.
I can stay in touch with the world without touching a thing.
My electronic learning box lets me speak to the world.
My amplified telephone lets me talk to my niece and my friends.
And best of all, for most Montanans, these services are free. Call us at 800-833-8503.
My name is Ava Duncan. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and my major is natural horsemanship. I like the Experience One program because it's unique and it's innovative. I went and studied wild horses at the Pryor Mountain Range a week before school started, and I get credits for it, and I'm in a class for it right now studying everything we learned in our whole trip. Honestly, this program is what's giving me a shot at having a career in the horse industry, and for that I'm so grateful, and it's such a privilege to be here.
When we say value, you say beef. Value, beef, value, beef.
Now every weekday is a value day at Beef O'Brady's with specials Monday through Friday. Some just $6.49. 5 delicious days, served so many ways.
We talk about graduation rates. We talk about these kids and the time it takes putting it in and going to school, like engineering or corrosion technology or biology. We have pre-vet majors.
We're going to go to Kaylee Kuntz, 7.1, night number 1, Montana State University Cowgirl. Talk to me about Kaylee. Here's another one of those ladies that consistency has paid off for her this summer as well. Been in the short rounds in the spring and fall rodeos. Well, you heard it. I tell you what, that was fast, and it was 6.4 fastest run we've seen here this weekend. Vance, tell me about the skill on this young lady here.
Well, you know, you watch the replay right here. Kaylee Kuntz leaves it all in the arena. If I had to nickname her, I might go with Ricky Bobby, because it seems to me in the go time she is either first
fast
or last.
Yeah,
yes,
she's all about the fast, and it paid off for her here tonight, 6.4. As we go, keep it going to Tess Turk. Tess Turk comes in with a 7 flat, University of Montana Western. This is where I really love the competition. A 6.6, another smoke and run. We're going to get to see it coming in. They know that the Reagan and Ryan, the Tracy sisters, are coming in there. That'll put her number 2 in the average on that run right there. So another one that just keeps stepping up the game in the right times, Vance Ruff.
Well, this is what you got to do in Casper, Wyoming. You're not going to win anything in the 7s in Casper. You got to be in the 6s, and they set this arena up, the final rodeo of the year, moving to that championship. You know, and the battle was really between Reagan and Seeley.
Yes.
You know, in positions. As Ryan Tracy's got a spot, 6 and 7, winning the round. The junior, the younger sister, she's going for it. Look at the fast hands, Jeff Marn.
You better get a replay on that. Can you look awfully close, because it happens fast. Nice run,
wow.
6.3. Ryan just put the fastest time of the weekend, 13 flat on 2, a new leader in the average. You just can't get any better than that to finish it off at the goat tying here tonight.
You know, Jeff Martin, you know me well. I'm not a math major. If you go win both go-rounds, you win the average, and you make my life a lot easier.
That's right. Well, congratulations go to Andy Bolich and the ladies' team right there, and also to Ryan. Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to go back to the classic event of the rodeo. We'll go to the saddle bronc riding. Section number 1, 2 big sections of bronc riding coming up here tonight. We're going to get things started off with us here.
Tanner Buntner, University of Montana Western. Last night really showed us, if you have any question about the mechanics of saddle bronc riding, he put on a show. The number 1 man in the Big Sky region. He's on his way to the college finals in Casper, Wyoming. I don't think they can catch him in the saddle bronc riding. He's not going to leave any prisoners. Winning the round is 75 points.
Yeah, he's got the good buck and a horse by the name of Bartender. So he better get those feet rocking and rolling right now, because that horse is about to send him in row F in the Four Seasons Arena. Keep it rolling, buddy.
Wow, Jeff Martin, I mean, a less talented saddle bronc rider would have been off 3 jumps out of the chute right there.
Or one with a smaller heart, because that is exactly what that is. By the end of that, that was pure, true grit. You saw the steel click together in the back end, and it wasn't on purpose. I love how he just kept going with it.
79 points for Tanner Butner tonight, 79.
Wow, and the judges really liked what they saw. 79 points on the ride. Tanner Butner, 154 on a pair.
Some of these talents that we have to look forward to. Sage Newman, a high school champion coming up here into the college ranks, has an opportunity tonight to maybe make his dreams come true, because if he puts things right and maybe shoot for that third position, as we talked about in our opening, there's some chances, some opportunities for him to make a big move in standings right now. Sage Newman, though, he's gonna be there in the winner's circle when it's all said and done in his rodeo career many times. So it's just going to be fun to sit back, relax. His brother was a Bobcat, now on the Professional Bull Riders Tour and the Built Ford Tough. So the rodeo roots have been run through this man's vein for a lot of years, and I look for big things to happen. Tonight he's matched up with a great one by the name of Freedom Call. So watch this Newman boy go to work here tonight on the short round horse.
Oh, Jeff, he's tapped off. 67 points last night in round number 1. Boy, you could just see the confidence with that markout rule. You talked about it over and over. That first step out of the bucket chute really sets up the next step.
Yes, he's going to be a little more than I think 67. Things looked a little better here tonight. Commanding markout on that. I love the aggression, exposure there. That horse kind of came to buck here tonight. Kind of lined out there when he got close to that fence. We'll see how the judges come up with the markings here as we got more rodeo coming up to us. A lot of great bronc riding left.
And our rodeo secretary starts to tally the
Great
points.
shot there, standing with his coach. 71 points on the ride.
That'll give him an average score of 138 points.
Yeah,
38 on 2.
Yes, unofficially 138 coming back. We're going to get you the official scores coming back, but he did his job here tonight, and that's all you can ask. With another one of the talents that we're going to be talking, you're going to hear a lot of this name coming up. Keenan Reinhardt, Montana State University, a mustache maker from Jacobs Rodeo String. I know you're really high on this kid here. Another one of the good Bobcats coming in.
Another one of the seniors. Going to graduate an accounting degree. Keenan Reinhardt has been right up there near the top all year long. Tanner Butner and him have been battling. Great talent in the saddle bronc riding. I believe he's got himself a spot, the number 2 man in the Big Sky region. Again, we'll wait for the final official voting of the points from this weekend. I mean, it's not over until it's over.
It isn't, but looking on paper, I think you're right when you say that, make that call. We definitely won't go there with that number 3 because there's a lot of things that can happen before we make that call. But this guy, another one of the good talents, and showing you why. This is what we're watching right here. Great classic ride. Clicking the heels, getting the exposure, and getting in timing. What a pretty bronc ride. Kind of lined up straight just like you like them. Got some nice kick and just made it look good. Why he's in the number 2 position here and showing you that he's going to be in vise for a championship in his future.
You know, and we've talked about it all night long. What a solid mark out. And then it's that position and that he's still reaching. He's exposing himself. He's moving those feet well. Great job for the Bobcats, Keenan Reinhardt.
Yeah, nice ride. Just at the end there, kind of got caught up, but a great ride. How about a 77-point marking, the highest mark ride we've seen here this weekend. I like it.
Gives him a total of 141 on 2.
Correction, the second highest, I should say, following that.
141 on earlier. 141 on a pair.
Yes.
He wins second in the round tonight, second in the average. That's going to secure his spot.
So, you're on a winner, Tanner Butner.
And when you get back to it, Tanner Butner still showing you where he left off there when it comes to said and done. But Sage Newman showing you why he is in vying to be in the top 3. He went in there, knew what he had to do, and we'll be back with more great bronc riding with that kid for a lot of years.
Yeah, just a freshman, and coming in number 5 position, and then having to battle tonight. He had to do his job in the short round. Wow, it's going to come right down to the wire. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
It is. The Big Sky region is going to be represented really, really good with a trailer load of talent coming out of there in the bronc riding for us. We're going to be right back with more great rodeo action, but we've got a lot to talk about here in our championship race. We're going to go back up to team roping now. We're going to go to the leader coming in, Lane Leahy, Brant Rouse with that 6.2. Jake Faulkner, Trevin Bauman with a 6.6. Followed up by Will Powell, Jack Graham with a 7.1. Alonzo Skunkcap, Brandon Cole with another 7.1. And followed in there closely on the heels, Colton Johns and Wyatt Rising with an 8.2. A big lineup of team roping here tonight, and things are going to get fast here on a Saturday night in our short round action. Lawrence Lasovsky and Matt Lasovsky, I do believe, are going to be our first team coming up to us.
The brothers from Helena, 14-5 on their first one. But they, as you would say, a chip in a chair that got them back into the short round. We're up with one of the 3 legal head catches. Go left, Healer. Look at that heel shot, Jeff Marn.
Boy, I tell you what, those are the kind of brothers you want to invite to your Brandon party, Vince Ruff. Nice little run. We're going to get the times coming in. I like it. How about a 6.6 to get us kicked off here in the short round? 6.6.
I thought they might have left a little early as we check out the Wayland Tire replay.
Yeah, we missed the flag coming up there for our officials. Say we got a speeding ticket.
10 at the line takes that to 16-6. But, you know, we talked about it. They had nothing to lose coming in the number 10 position.
And this is kind of what we're excited to see here. What an opportunity is to get to your own short round here. The University of Great Falls team coming in. Colton Johns, Wyatt Rising. I know you're pretty high on this team. They came in with an 8.2, showing you that they mean business coming into the Four Seasons Arena here tonight.
Colton Johns, the junior, he's doing the head. A math major. On the other side, a business administration major, also a junior, young Wyatt Rising. They made just a great, nice, smooth run to get themselves back in a good position. Coming back in the number 6 position. Colton.
Yeah, come on.
Getting him caught now, take him around. Wyatt kind of crashes that corner just a little bit, but keeping one leg in the mix. 5-second penalty.
Exactly. But it's a time, and that means something in that average, so we're going to see how it comes down to play when it's all said and done.
$14-4 is the total. 22-6 on a pair.
On a pair. We'll see how that comes up into the average.
But you can see on that replay right there, they get into that fence and we're coming off. That tip just not quite coming through. But at least he kept the outside leg. They've got an opportunity now. We're into the top 4.
In tonight, Will Powell, Jack Graham, the all-around combinations. Montana State University coming with a 7.1 here tonight as we got a good run started here. Let's clean it up on the healing end.
Wow.
Yes. I love it. And
I've been waiting all spring to see Jack Graham rope to his potential like that. I've seen him do it last year. He seemed to struggle all spring long as we go to the Wayland Tire replay.
I love it. Watch this, 6 flat on the run here tonight. The fastest run we've seen this weekend, and it was all picture perfect as he brought him around just nicely, right on that fence where a lot of guys have struggled. And he cleaned that up just like it was his job, and that's how we do it.
Took no prisoners right there. 13-1 on 2, they're in the lead. Will Powell and Jack Graham putting it together. What a great loop. What a great run in the short round. They're the champions for the University of Great Falls College Rodeo to end the season.
Yeah, and those guys, we talked about it. Once again, you're going to have to hit on the points of consistency, and they're consistently were just great all season long, and that's what happened here tonight. Just came back, put their practice to work, and they just did it like it's another day at the office.
Farming and ranching is who you are. It's the dust in your jeans and the mud on your boots. It's the sun peeking up in the morning and setting in the evenings, and you've been under it all day. No one understands this as well as your friends at Mountain View Co-op. Almost 100 years ago, the co-op was developed around the idea that working together equals results that matter for you, for us, and for our communities. Learn more at mountainviewcoop.com.
Best Western Plus Heritage Inn is more than just an inn, it's your everything. With Great Falls' best conference rooms and every amenity you could want. Why go anywhere else? Especially with the Max Sports Bar and Casino, who has your favorite games, drinks, food, and 16 flat-screen TV. The Best Western Plus Heritage Inn and Max Sports Bar and Casino.
Northwest College in Powell, Wyoming. Find yourself here.
Looking for a bridge between high school and that big university? Northwest packs all the opportunities of a big school into a student-centered campus. Plus, you'll get personalized career and transfer counseling and a choice of over 50 degree programs, from accounting to welding. Close to home yet far enough away. NWC credits transfer to institutions across the country.
Assume nothing. Take the campus tour that could change your life.
Kelsey Robinson, University of Montana Western, qualifying the number 10 position, 3.5 on her first one.
Here we go. She knows how fast she's going to have to be, and we're going to get things started off good here. Clean at the line, so no barrier problem here. A 3.4, I do believe, unofficially coming up for our first Ryan and Kelsey.
6.9 on a pair. And we see it. We've talked about it. We see it all year long. And you should watch the Wayland Tire replay. Great start on the line.
Boy, she did get a good start, too.
Tip was down. She took that one extra swing with that calf move, and it's got to be a slick, clean bell catch around the neck to be a qualified run. Kelsey Robinson. Montana State University, Elizabeth French, the freshman. Her and her brother both rodeoing for the Bobcats, growing up in that Pompey's Pillar country. This is a good young competitor in the breakaway roping. She's a team roper, a goat tire, an all-around cowgirl. 3.3 on her first one. All year long, if you're not in the threes, you're not in the short round. A lot of times you got to be in the short twos to even win a round. Elizabeth, very snappy loop right there.
Yes, a nice little run. She kind of played it right. A 3.0, 3 flat on that run. 6.3 on 2. That'll put her in the number 1 position in the average.
What a great shot there. You see that? Anytime that curl comes right back up around, right up by that left ear, it's a snappy little loop. It's easy to get shut, and it really cues that horse stopping fast, breaking away, fastest cowgirl wins.
So we keep it going in the breakaway roping with one remaining. Marley Mussman coming up, University of Montana Western, 2.4. So here's one that we talk about confidence and maybe one of the hotter ones coming in to the breakaway roping. It's got to be Marley's got to be, her name's got to be right up there.
You know, it's good to see her really progress. She's roped well all spring, and to come to the final rodeo of the season, to win the first round, an opportunity right here.
Patience right there.
That was a very, very smart move right there.
Boy, I tell you, she pushed that barrier, just gave it up just enough. Patience, I love it. So a 5.5, and she's going to be your average winner here tonight. As we move it into our tie-down roping, I know there's some guys that came in. We're going to talk to you a little bit about Cyrus Robertson, the University of Montana Western. He came in with that 8.8. Followed closely with an 8.9, Matt Williams. Jack Graham with a 10.3 in the third place. Our all-around champ, Bubba Boots, comes in with that 10.7, and Dylan Doan, 11.5 to finish us out, is our top 5 coming into the tie-down roping.
12-4 to 8-8 is the separation of the top 10. These calves, you've got to keep them on their feet if you want to be fast. You're going to watch them go, much like in ladies breakaway roping. Rope tied off hard and fast with the saddle horn. Give that calf a head start. Get him roped. However you need to get him roped. Keep him on his feet, set him on his side, and tie any 3 legs fast you can.
That'll lead us in to more talents, and I'm talking about the number 1 all-around talent in the Big Sky region, and Bubba Boots, Northwest College. There's a reason why the Northwest College have secured the men's team championships in the Big Sky region. It's to do a lot with Bubba Boots and what he's done for that team, picking them up. But I tell you what, it's not just one individual when we talk about teams, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to Bubba. He's an awful talented individual you're going to get to see. Comes in with a 10.7 in the short round here tonight.
You know, good enough to get a 4th place finish in round number 1. That's more points for the team. That's more points for him. Del Nose has got to be proud of his kids. You just have one of those years, and really those springs. They didn't start to fall off all that shiny. But, boy, they were number 3 in the Big Sky region as a team coming into the first rodeo this spring and immediately jumped to number 1 and have not looked back. Hats off to these kids, because you don't just, it's not given to you. You've got to go earn it, one contestant at a time. Bubba Boots, leaving no doubt why he's the all-around champion. He won the steer wrestling.
And that just shows you what kind of talent he is. He knows everything's got to be perfect from start to finish, and that's what he's going to make sure it is before he nods that hit.
Oh, doing a good job right there, keeping that calf on his feet. A good, strong flank. Cross and tie. Look at the hands right there, Bubba Boots.
Nice little effort right there.
You know, and what he's seen from the Cowboys before him, he may be just a little conservative at the line, but he knew that calf wasn't going to outrun him.
Exactly.
Right there is the strategy.
So you hear it, 10.6. Nice little run. Will add really nicely to the run he had with that 10.7. So
21.3 on 2. New leader in the average. Puts the heat on the top 3 now.
And Matt Williams, we're back down to the top 2. Northwest College, 8.9 last night. This guy's fast, and especially on the ground. I tell you what, he's got fast hands. He can make up some ground here. If he gets a good catch right there, plays that barrier right, we could see a fast time right ahead of us, Vance Ruff.
Just a freshman. Really, really impressed with the talent of this young man, Matt Williams. Northwest College.
Another one of them guys that puts the practice in the pen there at home.
Good start, getting him caught, keeping him on his feet.
He's an
nice
athletic
move
kid
right
too.
There. Cross and tie. Oh, just hung in the toes.
Just a few bobbles that you've seen it often here tonight. Things that mean the tenths of a second that are pretty important, but you know, they're trying to be fast, and I don't blame them one thing. They got a lot to look forward to, like we've hit on all night long with them, the men's team championship. But 10.7 is going to go well with that 8.9. Matt Williams, a 19.6. A leader in the average, and that's, you know,
just enough.
It's amazing because you would have thought maybe there the few tenths that he lost there would have done something. So there is put the pressure on Cyrus Robertson. Coming in with that 8.8 leading the way, University of Montana Western. This is what we like to see, Vance, coming in here, a little challenge to the champion coming into tonight. He knows what he has to do now.
10.6 or faster. Pretty simple.
10.6 or faster.
In correction, 10.7 because he's 1/10 of a second. But Cyrus, another one of those runaway bullets that can just show up anytime and take your money.
Now.
Look at him go, not stopping.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jeff Moore. That looked pretty snappy.
It looked like that might have worked. We're going to see him mount up that good AQHA animal, step forward, and hopefully for 6 seconds that calf remains standing because I'm excited.
Boy, I think we saved the best for last.
Yeah, and he knew what he had to do, a 9.3. That will give him 18.1 on 2, and the winner in the average. Congratulations goes out to Cyrus. Putting the pressure on him, and that's what we needed here tonight. we go to barrel racing. Montana Tech represented here tonight well by Haley Nestegard. I do believe we're going to get it kicked off. 13.21 coming in to a Saturday night performance.
And unlike all our other events in the barrel racing, it is a draw for position. So top of the ground for Haley Nestegard, that could play a factor tonight. 1 turn to the right, 2 to the left. Leave them standing, a 5-second penalty attached to each one of those barrels if they tip them over. Boy, having just a little bit of trouble from 2 to 3.
Bring her home, make up a little time, but not the run she was looking at. 13.51. 13:51 comes up for the time for Haley. As we go back to the University of Montana for Whitney Borley. 13.40, another one of them that has a really, really nice horse and been doing some fine things in the spring rodeos here. As she keeps going, this little horse just keeps putting it on. 13:40 qualifying in here. University of Montana Grizzly coming into the arena.
Boy, a great look. She's going to choose that left-hand turn first, now 2 to the right. Strategy by the Grizzly.
And this almost looks like a patient run that's going to be awful fast. I like it.
Wrapped all 3 barrels.
13:24, so she bettered by quite a bit. Really, really nice little run right there. Wrapping them up, looking good for the Montana Grizzly, Whitney Borley.
13:29 in the first round was Callie Wallenberg, University of Montana Western, getting set to go. Growing up in that Red Lodge country, going to school in Dillon, getting a degree. Proud of her, finishing the season strong. 13:29 on her first.
Yeah, 13:29, another one of those that can really do some damage if things goes good. Keep away from them barrels, get around number 3, because she's got a pretty good little run going on right now.
Oh, yeah, nice around number 3. Boy, he was hunting that first barrel.
It was. Yes. 13.39, 13.39. University of Great Falls is where we're going to go now. Stephanie Bartness. Pretty proud of this lady making the short round in here. 13.36, representing the Argonauts of Great Falls.
We'll see if the home court advantage pays off.
Yes.
Go to round number 2. Jeff Marn.
Yes, it's a nice little run she's got. .58, 13:58 for Stephanie. So,
about 4th in the average.
Yeah, that'll put her 4th. So, with 2 remaining, it's exciting to see. We get to see her coming in. We've talked about her. She's familiar with the arena. Last night, fastest time so far in this arena, 13.05. Abby Knight, University of Great Falls. She's just fun to watch and even funner to visit with. She's such a great cowgirl, and look for good things to happen. She's not going to be satisfied at 13.05, but I tell you what, that first barrel is a tough one here tonight. Abby. Yeah, number 1 in the region. That is pretty safe right now, but she's going to be disappointed. She wanted to come at a clean sweep here. She would have been a 13 flat. We're going to add the 5 seconds, so 18 flat. Abby, I'm telling you what, still a tip of the hat to you in the season you've had. Dick Lyman and the crew from University of Great Falls. Madison Wilkerson, here we go, Montana State University.
Now here's where that points thing happens. Okay, and I talk about it, and right there we tip a barrel.
Yeah.
And that might just seal up her fate, but what a great cowgirl for the Bobcats. But as we look through, when other cowgirls aren't taking up those points, an opportunity for you to move up and gain extra points, she really needed a good run tonight. It's looking like a Grizzly winning the round tonight at 13:24.
13.24, the Montana Grizzly.
Whitney Borley.
My name's Charlie, and I've been rodeoing for about 12 years. You learn to love it, and you grow up with it all the time, and you have to get hooked on a rodeo by somebody, and that's your family. When I lost my granddad, it was pretty rough. Everybody loved him so much, and if he didn't smoke, he'd probably still be here. Athletes try to stay in the best of shape as they can, and smoking's not going to get you there. So I decided to stand up and help the Montana rodeo that I love break away from tobacco.
Farming and ranching is who you are. It's the dust in your jeans and the mud on your boots. It's the sun peeking up in the morning and setting in the evenings, and you've been under it all day. No one understands this as well as your friends at Mountain View Co-op. Almost 100 years ago, the co-op was developed around the idea that working together equals results that matter for you, for us, and for our communities. Learn more at mountainviewcoop.com.
Hey, Neil Bama here. At Bama Truck Sales, we buy, sell, and rent heavy trucks, trailers, and construction equipment. We have the largest selection in the Northwest. Check them out at yellowiron.com or just stop by our yard in Choteau or Great Falls. Check out our featured item of the week, and we'll leave the headlights on for you.
Now every weekday is a value day at Beef O'Brady's with specials Monday through Friday. Some just $6.49. 5 delicious days, served so many ways.
Our bullfighters here tonight, Ryan Hamilton, Sylvan Across. So last night in the bull riding, we got to see some qualified rides, but at the end of the day, we're going to talk about Ruger Piva and his consistency and the role he's been on, not only in the collegiate rodeos, but all the way up there to the CBRs. As we go to the leaderboard right now, 72 points in Ruger, Justin Littleplum with that 70. Some new names, Alonzo Skumpcap with that 69, Chase Doherty with a 65, and finishing it up there, coming in with the 64 points, Riley Savage will wind up our top 5 coming in here tonight.
Well, it's been a great battle. Chase Doherty, 65 points last night. He was the number 1 man coming into the spring. He's holding on to number 2. You know, he's just a youngster. We're going to see a lot more of him coming up as a freshman from Montana State. Correct me if I'm wrong, from section number 1, leaderboard wide open for round number 2.
It is, and that's what's good. And it's not safe with this guy coming in. We know how talented of a bull rider we're going to about to see with Chase Doherty, the Montana State University man. Comes in with a 65-point marking last night. And all you hear is raves about this guy going up and down the road. And he's going to show his talents off, and the sky's the limit for him as well.
You know, a freshman going to school, getting an accounting degree. He came into the spring, and I've talked about it before, the number 1 man.
This matchup could be great. This is what we bought the ticket for here tonight. Some of you that joined us here tonight, I want to give you thanks once again here for being with us all night long. Look at this. I love it.
Oh, he's got a seat.
Into the money hole we go. Nice.
Chase Doherty's got it done.
I wasn't so sure that wasn't going to work out, and it was right. That guy, that matchup right there. I loved it on paper. Officials say he's there for the 8-second whistle.
50 points for the rider, 50 points for the horse. 65 points on his ride tonight. 130 points on 2. He's the first guy to cover 2.
Yes. So just good to get something rode like that. That bull had a little better trip last night, but I tell you what, or maybe Chase just made him look that good because the kid's talented.
Got a bull drawn for him tonight by the name of Bulldozer.
We're going to go back to the bucket chutes. We talked about the man, Ruger Piva, University of Montana Western. We talked about the strengths he is, an all-around talent in the bareback riding, in the bull riding. But this guy has really exceeded in this bull riding here coming late in the spring. Not only in the college level, but on through the CBR Horizon Tours. So Ruger Piva, Bulldozer, is what he's matched up against here tonight.
Boy, another great shot from our camera crew as he gets set to go. You mentioned it, 72 points, round number 1.
He is a tough man to get on the ground, I can tell you that. He just does not get bucked off very often. And when he has a chance, he'll reach out with that free leg, get some money chops in there. We're going to add them to his scores. Tip of the hat to Ruger Piva. I just can't say enough about him.
To stay in the middle.
Nice little effort. Watch the replay.
There on the replay.
And then again, kids that are home, if you're looking to be a bull rider, take some notes because look at the square shoulders, reaching up every time, staying over them, 75 points. Just a businessman ride, reaching out there with that outside leg just to let you know how in control he is. A 147, there's your leader and your average Ruger Piva, your man.
Alonzo Skunk Cat.
Got the win in round number 1 right now in the lead in round number 2. He's helping make my math easy. But there's some guys that are within reach. As we go to Alonzo Skunk Cat. University of Montana Western, a freshman.
And as you pointed out, some of these young kids getting up there, making a name for themselves. Alonzo put it together here in the bull riding, 69 points from last night. So another one of those guys that maybe a little confidence, short round action to Great Falls. We could see some good things coming up here.
Well, you touched on it, and I felt like that's what I saw with Alonzo last night. Really looked comfortable and confident with that bull ride, 69 points in round number 1. You know, he's great with the catch rope down here at the time event, whether it's tie down roping or team roping, but he really looked like he enjoys this bull riding.
And when you see a kid jump off with a big smile on their face, and maybe sometimes that's all it takes, an 8-second ride, and maybe take it to the next level. Let's see how it goes for him here tonight. Looking pretty good. Right back to the front. I'm not so sure he hasn't been with Ruger Piva in the gym and making things work in the bull riding, because that looks pretty good.
Alonzo up and moving.
You know, as we take us back through this Whalen Tire replay, there was a couple of times there where it was looking like the bull was getting him out of position. And you said it, that core strength kicked in.
I thought he was maybe going to whip that free arm, but every time I thought he was going to go too far, he went right back to the great place, right up in the front. Reaching over, breaking over, driving with that front shoulder. Set him up right here. He loosened up with the hips, shuffled over, didn't panic. And I tell you what, just made a good bull ride. A 74-point marking comes up for him. But he earned every point. Nice little get off there. Right on the back of the cinched jeans. Well, not too many to go to wind up the rodeo. What a great rodeo it's been, too, so far. We've seen some outstanding lady and men's individual efforts that, you know, that speak for themselves, and that they've been doing it all year long.
What do you think, Great Falls?
TJ Lepke.
TJ.
Final man.
Dawson Community College.
The road to Casper, Wyoming.
Right about now. Come on, TJ.
There you go, TJ.
Yes.
Hanging tough.
Just stay there.
TJ's got one covered.
Well, that's what we like to see. We're going to end it on a high note right there for TJ. Scores are going to be coming in, Vance Ruff.
Officials have to say for TJ tonight. He was a no score coming in tonight.
No score, that'll give him some confidence. Make him feel good on a Saturday night in the short round.
Just a little what the officials give him. The difficulty wasn't quite there.
See the Whalen Tire replay.
Points for TJ tonight, 54.
54 points on the ride.
Is gonna take
the Ruger Piva show. It's kind of been that way all spring.
It is.
He comes into the final rodeo of the season, leaves no doubt. You know, we talked about Cash Hill and making that transition to the bull riding. Ruger Piva made the transition to the bareback riding and put the heat on him a little bit and showed both ends, you know, multi-talented cowboy.
Yes, I tell you what, as you're looking there, there's your average winner right there, Ruger Piva. So Vance Ruff, I'm telling you what an exciting way to end the bull riding, as well as the whole bringing the curtain down to the Big Sky region here tonight. We've seen some thrills, some spills, and what an amazing way to finish it up with Ruger Piva coming in there and doing his job like we thought he would. The University of Montana Western man looks like his role is not going to stop anytime soon.
No, I'll tell you what, if Ole Else is not excited, somebody better check her pulse, because taking that young man to the college national finals and the way the rough stock events work down there and a team championship opportunity, the future looks bright for the Bulldogs.
Well, University of Great Falls, second to none. This rodeo was an outstanding. On behalf of Vance Ruff, I'm Jeff Marn. Dick Lyman and the crew did an outstanding job Stay tuned for more great rodeo action coming up right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in.